And so we return with some more North and South, except this is a standard line battle. So, there is Lieutenant General Lucas. Long sabre in hand. Now, they're going to have a massive sword, that extra reach off the horse to kill their enemy. Now, let's see if we can find the rest of the troops. So, here are 19th Louisiana Volunteers getting into the boats, making a push. Yeah. And also there's some members of the 27th Virginia drowning. Oh dear me. So you can see the main stone bridge has been taken down, and you've got this sort of pontoon bridge made up of all various bits and bobs to try and get the armies across. So, here's different. Oh, good God! Oh, that was terrible. As you can see them running round the corner, straight into a collection of Union troops. But I don't think they've been seen, so they might be in luck. What's going on over here? Aha! More Union troops defending this building. As there's G-Baby from the 2nd Texas, looking to get an important shot, maybe onto one of the commanding officers. As you can see here, there's Jacaf, or Iacaffe. Colonel Philippe, this is the cavalry of the Confederate States. So these guys have got to be ready to move at a moment's notice. Musil gets taken down with a fine headshot from Catan. And now you can see the Union forces starting to try and engage the Confederate State cavalry as they come charging in as well. Barging people to the ground, going after the Union forces who are trying to defend themselves. There's Lieutenant Colonel Blab from the 26th North Carolina, trying to do some damage onto one of those horses. See if he can get an important shot. A little bit of dust here and there. And out comes the sabre. And you can see Recruit Barry in. And you can see them doing plenty of damage. So it looks like Lieutenant General Lucas has just been taken down. As more forces look at this. Oh heavens, the 15th Alabama coming through at a moment of crisis for the Confederate State Army. And this is going to be a problem for them out here. As you can see here, there's Hablehoo being supported obviously by Union forces. But here is the Confederate cavalry. And it looks like we've got a little stand-up fight coming in here from Union forces maybe. No, looks like you've got the 15th VA. There's Orleans Guard, Corporal Duff. Oh, look at that, a beautiful stab from Lance Corporal Duff into Recruit Barry. Fantastic stuff going on. As you can see, the Union forces continuing to push. So, let's have a look at the difference. 46 versus 29. So the Confederate States... Oh! The Confederate States are currently under a massive amount of pressure. And you can see them pushing back against the Union. So they're definitely not short of big hairy balls, so to speak. They guys really know how to push. And now you can see... Oh, bless them all. So, look at that. Lovely bunch, aren't they? Lovely bunch. So now you can see here. Thank you. Luran. And you can see, oh dear, is he going to run into a bit of a problem there? We'll have to wait and see, as Nemesis is in the process of trying to defend. And this is obviously the Union cavalry. And they are... they are trying to defend that area. So you can see the Union cavalry. Now, one of the Unions, one of the rules that they have for the cavalry is that they're not allowed to fire when on horseback. We have no drive-bys in this particular game. So, let's just wait and see. So, let's just wait and see. So here is the additional forces. And you can see the Union cavalry. Let's see what they go after. There's Candide. Okay. So, another member of the... They've got those shortened Springfield rifles. And you can see here, and it looks like the likes of Cadet Doggy from the 15th Alabama have snuck up behind the Union cavalry and butchered them completely. So, 15 versus 2. Oh dear. Who are the two? Sinjid. See if we can find him. Oh yeah, we found him. Oh look, it's the bush. It's the battle bush himself. Yes. And we move on to the next round. There will only be 2 rounds tonight. So as you can see, this is the camp of the Confederate State Army. And you can see their cavalry already making their way out on a fine spring day. Probably quite chilly. So you can see the fog starting to lift from the fields and the ground. And Nitek there, toffed up to the nines, making his way out with the 15th behind. And then behind them you see another line moving out as well. Brigadier General Reznov from the Louisiana Volunteers. And there is the colours holder, Sergeant Major Zam. So you also see these lines over here. See who these guys are. There is of course Buffo from the 6th MO. Let's see. Those guys making their way out as well. And so the options we're getting across the river, they are limited, as you can see. There's Private Monk from South Carolina. And, oh, look at that sun blazing in the background. Doesn't that look lovely? So we're following the lines as they make their way up. More South Carolinas. Okay. So here's Nitek. As you can see, making his way slowly in with the members of the 15th Alabamans. And you can now see them start to push up into the village, or into the town I should say. So you're going to have the main square, you're going to have the church. And here's the church. But you're also going to have more Confederate State Army troops as these guys are moving up onto towards the river. And this is what they're going to be looking for. These guys from the Union forces making their way over in the boat. Now, there's PFC Irishman, very brave on the front of the boat. You've got, let's see who's steering. We're going to have somebody steering, obviously. You've got to be very careful with that because these boats can bug out a little bit and you have a tendency to fall off the end. So, it's good to see that he's the... oh dear. He's the... what's the word I'm looking for? The figurehead on the front of the boat. It's normally a woman, but, you know, we can only do with what we deal with. Oh my god, what the hell is this? This has got to be probably one of the most ridiculous plank bridges ever made in the history of the universe. So you can see here, he probably died because of it. And you've got this horse over here as well. And these forces here from the 26th North Carolina moving up. So this is the man, it's Jaffa Hubler, maker of bridges, and oh good god, what the hell is he doing? I don't think anybody knows. But his commanding officer, King Bradley, seems to be quite pleased. So, the good news for the Union troops is that they managed to actually make it ashore. meaning they can start pushing into the town and doing some damage against the Confederate State Army. There's Covenanter covering the flag and holding the flag even. You got these guys sniffing around. Oh, that's nasty. Recruit Joker gets sliced in the back by Lieutenant Black from the Orleans Guards. Out come the spyglass, the binocs, as he looks for his enemy. And it looks like you can see a pretty bad confrontation with the cavalry of the Confederate States. We move over to some of these larger buildings here on the left hand side. Probably what is a storage warehouse or something of a similar sort. Yeah, stables in fact. There we go. Well, stables and winery. So, nice combo there. Plenty of hay to hide in. And you can see plenty of obstacles to hide behind. And look at this massive battle that occurred in this area. And you can see now as we move up, and it looks like this seems to have been a pretty intense battle. Point, Hans Lokvar. Let's look around, and here come the 19th Louisiana Volunteers under the command of Brigadier General Reznov, with a fine beard as well. So these guys hiding behind this very, very sturdy brick wall, and that's smart play there by Zam, holding the flag down so they don't give away their position. However, these guys may have seen them. Drum Major Barry. Oh, look at that. Looks like they're going after a few other members here. There's PFC Irishman. And you can see it's 46 versus 32. So the Union has the disadvantage right now. And they're turning and running as he goes in for that all-important swing. He's looking for members of the Confederate States. And you can see them making a run for it. Wouldn't stand still too long for that reason. And there we go. So, looks like PFC Irishman has managed to deal with them. And look at this, a defence in the corridor here by Volunteer Patriot. And he's from the 15th Alabama, but he does have support. As Nitek managing to catch. Oh, poor Nitek, catching that kill, or that bayonet from Lieutenant Colonel Lee, despite firing his pistol at him. Never mind, poor Nitek. Yes, they killed Nitek. How dare they? That spit you here, obviously, will be them biting the top off the bag that holds the bullet. And then basically pouring the contents of that mini bag, oh dear, into the barrel. Now, sometimes what they do is they bite the top off it where the bullet is located, hold the bullet in their mouth, and then spit the bullet into the barrel and then mash it down on top of the gunpowder. So, hence the term bite the bullet. So you can see Cadet Jonathan from the Louisiana Volunteers. These guys moving in force. And let's see. Very quiet. Oh God. A push in on the Union forces looks to be defending this particular area. Somebody, for a change, not playing with his organ. And let's see, is there anybody up there? There are some people. I'll have to wait and see if anything actually comes of it. It's so difficult to see that when everything's derping through the graphics or through the buildings. So here come the Louisiana Volunteers down one of the main streets in the square, or one of the blocks. And Lieutenant General Lucas has just been stabbed by Staff Sergeant Incognito. Let's see what's going on. There's Bal Haddad also being taken out as well. And here is Ulysses S. Grant, or Ulysses Grant, from what appears to be the cavalry, the Union State Cavalry. Well, sorry, not the Union State Cavalry, just the Union Cavalry. And you can see now, it looks like they're going to have to take some cover, maybe get behind some of those defences, see if we can get a long-distance kill, which unfortunately does not, aimed a little low there. And now this guy is going to have to start cheesing it as quickly as possible, as Pony is going to come under a lot of fire. There we go, Pony. Oh, this is going to be unfortunate. Oh, Pony got shot. Very nasty indeed. Loads of horses from the cavalry standing around will obviously not be doing much for the time being. So, 4 members of the Union remain. And let's see if we can find them. Correction. 3 members of the Union remain. So, mostly all from the 12th North Carolina. So let's see if we can find these guys. So this is the 12th, yeah. Pretty much the 12th North Carolina. So, where are these sneaky little buggers? They must be somewhere. Here we go. There's Irishman. A nice kill onto Shadow Ranger. And it looks like he's coming in after him. And here are the 3 members. Yeah, it looks like they're going to fight to the death. Look at this. PFC Irishman. As Private Decker gets taken down. And they're going in for a slice in the dice, ladies and gentlemen. As Irishman is going in to try and kill as many people as possible. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is pretty much it for that line battle. A nice couple of rounds.